Hi and welcome to the Beer Temple. I am Chris Quinn, and today I have two beers from the Fort Collins brewery, Funkwerks. They are a rather new brewery who is focusing again on some of these more rustic Belgian styles. Very popular trend today in craft beers, these more kind of rustic Belgian beers. Funkwerks, I believe, started in 2010 or 2011, like I said, in Fort Collins, Colorado. I had actually been in Fort Collins right as they were about to open. I believe they were in the old Fort Collins Brewing location, and the new Fort Collins location had opened, and I had been talking to somebody there. I had just been to Odell. They're kind of all like right next to each other in Fort Collins. A really cool beer vacation trip. There's just so many great breweries in this one little town, New Belgium being another one. Anyway, so I just missed out on Funkwerks. I had heard about what they were trying to do, and this is going to be my first time getting to try the beer, so I'm very excited about it. Like I said, Funkwerks started just a couple of years ago. Had a lot of success. I think the head brewer started out as a home brewer. I had a lot of success as a home brewer. I believe he had won gold medals in several national homebrew competitions. Decided to go pro, and what do you know, I think in his first or second year won a gold medal or a silver medal or something like that for his Saison, and then repeated and medaled again the following year. So kind of came out of the gates pretty fast and furious. So the Saison from them would probably be what I would consider to be their flagship. You know, it's all about what I consider, as you know. Just kidding. And then this Solena is, I believe, like a Belgian dark ale with some Brett, so kind of an amalgamation of different Belgian styles. I have not had anything from Funkwerks that I am aware, so this should be my first go around with these guys. So yeah, Funkwerks, another kind of cool story about it is we've had Crooked Stave on in the past, and I know initially, if not right now, Crooked Stave was actually brewing out of Funkwerks as well, or contracting out of there. So yet another Fort Collins brewery, although I think they're now in Denver, technically. Could be wrong about the Crooked Stave stuff. Anyway, Saison from Funkwerks. Wow. Yeah, it might be a little bit of Brett in there. Yeah, does it say what's on here? Tawny. Yeah, so I don't know if it has any Brett in it, but it's certainly highly carbonated. Very champagne-like. So, golden, really clear, beautiful looking beer. The foam is not a problem at all. In fact, for these Belgian beers, I want that beer to kind of explode with carbonation. The carbonation will go down, not a problem. I don't mind it at all. I don't really smell a whole heck of a lot of Brett, so maybe there's not any in it. Really nice, clean, earthy, lemony, lemongrass note to it. A little bit of a fruitiness, maybe beyond lemon into orange. Orange peels, sweet orange peels, not like curacao, anything like that. And a really nice kind of floral like note to it. Got a little creeper here. Like, I don't know, light flowers, white flowers, something like that. Really delicate. I'd love to pair this with some, you know, a really nice light salad or something like that, just from the aroma. Yeah. Really clean and dry. Not as spicy as some other Saisons that I've had that are in this kind of more rustic style. A good kind of firm bitterness on the back end to keep it nice and quenching. Not much sweetness at all to speak of, like I'd mentioned. Just a really nice, light-bodied, enjoyable Saison with a little bit more of that orange note to it. Hints of spice, but not really getting into pepper. I do get some lemongrass, orange peel, a little bit of that bitterness that you get from an orange peel sometimes. Some other spicing. I think I saw ginger on here, so I want to say ginger, but that might be just because it's in my mind from here, but you kind of get the idea. Lemongrass and ginger would go wonderful with like a nice kind of Thai curry or something like that. Really nice and dry, and might kind of offset some of the heat maybe from a curry or something like that. Really nice beer, begs for food. Just a really, really well made, clean Saison. I'll go 93, 94 for this beer. I mean, just really well made, and just a bottle that I want a full glass of. You know, a sip of this isn't really what this beer seems to be about. It's more about enjoying this beer with some food and just kind of letting these flavors kind of come out and interact with food. Really, really kind of cool beer. Exciting. How much time do I have? I have negative a minute. All right. The next one is a gusher. Now that's what you call a gusher, ladies and gentlemen. Great. All right. Awesome. Should have known. All right. These beers are bottle conditioned. This beer definitely does have Brettanomyces in it. I've got beer all over the place, but we are going to soldier on here. I will throw this away and then keep going. All right. First thing I do, smell my hand, because that's where most of the beer went. Wow, okay. Now that might be a little bit too much foam per beer ratio here. Let's see if I can dump some of that out. Or very delicately. There we go. Oh wow, even just me. So the beer was fine, and then just the kind of agitation of me tilting the glass back just exploded more carbonation out of it. Wow, okay. Anyway, we have got a nice looking amber beer here. A little bit hazy, tons of bubbles. The bubbles are actually kind of big down at the bottom, like big kind of sudsy bubbles, and they get kind of tighter around the top. I'll tell you what though, it smells pretty damn good. A nice kind of mixture of like raisins, a little bit of fruit, some caramel notes, and Brettanomyces. A lovely caramel note to it, but that Brett gives it like this peppery earthiness to it as well. This like slight barnyard quality. So, see, I would put this almost in a Saison style as well, almost like a Moinette. Maybe like a Belgian brown, something like that, but with the addition of some Brett, some of that earthy note to it. I really like this beer. I might just be in the mood for some Brett. I have to admit I was a little ticked off when the gush happened, but stuff happens. Really nice. You get the caramel note, the caramel flavor, but it's bone dry because the Brett chews through all these sugars. Yeah. A bit more of a mouthfeel than the Saison. Also begs for food. This could go a little bit sturdier. This could go with some cured meats. This could go with dried fruit and cheeses. A little bit like riper washed rind cheese would go great with this. I'm getting like really lovely kind of vegetable notes to it, not in a bad way, not DMS. I'm gonna say like cooked carrots, but like those sweet caramelized carrots. And obviously this is underlying that toffee, almost in this time like a bread pudding note to it, but dry and earthy from the Brett. Just so much going on that this is, like this one that I want to get a whole glass of, want to kind of wrap my head around as I enjoy it with some food and some friends. And really that's what beer is at the end of the day. It's not to sit and have this much of and analyze it. It's to enjoy a whole glass of it. That's why they come in these big bottles. They want you to have a glass of it, and they want you to kind of see how this beer changes and how it interacts with you and with the food you're eating or the conversation you're having. I know that sounds a little philosophical, but it's very much how I feel about beer. And just the fact that both these beers want to make me do that, I think says a lot about them. Very solid beer. I personally like this one even more on this day at this time. I'll go 94.95 with this one. Wish it hadn't gushed, but you know, that's what it is. And guys, thank you so much. I have never had Funkwerks, and it hadn't been for the generosity of you guys, I would have never tried them before. I certainly know that I will be on the lookout for more of them. So thank you guys very much. I'm excited to share this with everyone who comes into the store today. Very nice. So I'm gonna have a little bit more of this as I say goodbye, guys. I'm gonna open up the shop and look at that. Wow. Beer is a bit overcarbonated. Anyway, guys, I've got some great foam to sip on, and hopefully you do too. Cheers. I'll just drink it off the bottom.